You ever had like an appointment to keep and then you're all perfectly on time and organized, and then just life happens, right? So this morning, my son's dwarf bunny has escaped twice. And he's really attached to this bunny. Like it's a therapy bunny, and we have no idea how he's getting out of his little enclosure. So 2 minutes to 11, I have a live, and all of a sudden I hear little noise, and I look, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the bunny's out. I run outside bare feet. I'm chasing after him all the way into the neighbor's driveway. There's 3 neighborhood cats just eyeing him. And he's such a nice little bunny that he's going up to them and saying hi. And I'm just like, I'm going to watch this bunny die. And my kid's heart is going to be broken. Oh my gosh. Anyway, finally he stopped and I grabbed him and I was like, psh, back in the hutch, lock. We'll figure it out later. So here I am, little out of breath, but the bunny's safe. So let's continue, shall we? So on with the July challenge of how to get your house in order without stressing out. Congratulations to all of you ladies who are participating in the live challenge and anyone who joins us later in the future. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Honestly, sometimes all it takes really is a commitment, right? Just a choice. You say, I'm doing this. And sometimes that's the biggest step of all, is that inner commitment that says, let's go. Figure it out, right? We'll figure it out. So to help you figure it out the way I do it, this is just stuff that's really helped me. And I've received a lot of positive feedback on how I keep my home with 10 kids and running life with all of that. So I trust I have some good stuff to pass on to you now. So in our first day on Monday, we talked about triaging. And again, congratulations to those of you who are participating in the big monthly giveaway. If you want to do that, that's fine. Just make sure you comment on the videos. And later this afternoon, around 1 o'clock, I'm going to post a written post, follow up to this video with the action item to help you take it from here and into the reality of your life in your home. So make sure you check out that post. It'll be around 1 o'clock. Got it pre-scheduled. It will have specific steps for you to take to make this fun and easy. Today, we're going to talk about how to take the item you identified on day 1, whatever it was, whether it was a very ambitious, big size project, like a big declutter some of you were sharing, spaces in your home that you're just like, enough, I'm doing this. Sometimes it's someone else is going to cut the clothes down in half. And that is so brilliant. If you have too much laundry, it's possible you just have too much clothes. And I'll be talking about that more in depthly at another point, because people are like, how do you do laundry with 10, almost 11 children? And I'm like, I don't have as much clothes. So it's just practical, right? I've chosen for the month to do a photo project. Every year I have a commitment to keep my baby photo albums up to date. I have like baby memory albums. And Becca Hashe, a good friend of mine, I know you won't mind me saying this, exhorted me when I was a brand new mom. And she says, Tara, whatever you do, please, if you're going to start baby memory albums, please keep them up for all the kids. Because that was something really near and dear to her heart, something she felt, if you're going to do it, then do it. And Becca, baby 11's on the way, and I'm still doing it. So my project this summer is to take the multiple thousands of photos of my phone, clean them up, delete all the junk and the duplicates, get them in order, place them in like a Costco order, get them printed out with like duplicates, triplicates, and so on, and actually put them in the photo albums. I do that once a year, and summertime's the time to do it. It's just what I would say, get it done. Because if I don't do it in the summer, next thing you know, it'll be next summer, right? Because for me, this is not a critical item. This is not an urgent item, but it is important to me. It's a commitment I've made to myself, to my kids, and I'm going to keep it up. So today we're going to talk about breaking things down into small steps. You've decided in your mind, maybe you've even already started, good for you, but no pressure. Do this at your own pace, right? Let's break it down into smaller, achievable steps. So referencing what I just said, so taking my photo project, for example, there's 4 weeks in July, and I've decided that's enough time for me to do this. I've done it before, so I have an idea of how to work it in my current life, especially in the summer routine that we keep here. We still run homeschooling through the summer. We do 3 days for 3 weeks, and then we take a full week off. So you still feel like it's summertime, and just very light. We just do math and any supplemental stuff for kids that need it, like some of our kids need to keep going on their reading or their spelling. So it's pretty light. I just finished up like 15 minutes before this live with my 8-year-old, and he needs extra assistance because he's got some learning challenges. So we sat together for close to an hour to get through today, but we're done. We're done for the week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days, we're done. And he was like, woohoo, he got his little sticker for the day and he was done. So, and I get a sticker too, right? Because I'm done too. Anyway, getting off track. Let's bring it back. 4 weeks in July, even with my life, I've broken down my project into 4 smaller steps. So week 1, this week, step 1 for me, and I just mentally did this. If it helps you write it down, do that. I just mentally knew because I'd done it before. Step 1 for me is to delete all the duplicates, like just clean out all the photos. And I've decided when I'm going to do that in my day. I've got a few opportunities that are good sit-down times. For example, in the afternoon, we do a read aloud with my older kids. That's something we do as part of our homeschool. And we do like a chapter a day. It takes about 30, 40 minutes. We're working through A Wrinkle in Time, which is so beautiful. And I got the audiobook this time, and I do that occasionally. Just frees me up. Instead of me doing all the reading, I get read too, and I enjoy it. So during that time, as I sit with the kids, the older kids at the table work on handicrafts. Like they've got different things they're doing, whether it's like crochet or some other kind of artwork. My hands are free too. So delete, delete, delete. I can just work on that. And my mind is fully engaged. I'm still with the kids, hitting my goals, but I'm multitasking. And it feels really good. That's how I'm going to get week 1 done. That's my small step. Next week, once I've got all the photos deleted, then I got to start like choosing them and actually popping them into an album I place it on Costco to get it all printed at Costco. It's like the cheapest place to do it. Week 3, I just got to pick them up, right? I'll get my husband to do it. And then I'm going to have like hundreds of printed photos, and I need to put them in order for which kids' albums. I've, 10 kids. So that's going to be a lot of albums, but I have a system and it works. I'm going to set it all up. And then in final week 4 of July, I put them in the photo albums and I'm done. Done. It'll work. It'll work in 4 weeks. I know that because I know the size of the project. So here's some questions for you. Think about your project that you've committed to do, whatever it is, and just start mentally mapping. Write it down if that's helpful. And I'll have more details on what to do with this specifically in the afternoon post, right? To help you take this from here and to get it done. Start thinking, how am I going to do this? Like practically. Just break it down into like step. If I just did this week, that would be a really good start. And also, like, are you going to need any supplies? I'm going to have to probably order some extra photo albums. So I'm going to peek this week at the kids' photo albums and see who's close to the edge. And just make sure I place those orders so that I can have my supplies and not hit a frustrating delay that can sometimes throw you off. You're like, oh no, it's going to take 2 months to get here or something. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, it's taking the slow boat from China, right? How are you going to accomplish this in small steps? Will you need any supplies, materials, or assistance? Like, are you going to need maybe your husband or a friend or some handy person to help you accomplish this? Just start mapping that out in your head. This is how we go from a big idea into the small actionable steps that get you to the end, right? This is how it's done. Think about your time frame. Are you going to do this in little chunks throughout the day, kind of like it's going to work for my project? Or are you just, this is going to be like a weekend project where you're like, Saturday morning after my coffee, getting it done, right? You're going to work all day. How's it going to work best for you with your particular project, your health, your lifestyle, your availability? You know that, and just make a commitment to figure it out. And I will encourage you in it. Right below, what is your first step this week? Just step 1, and if it helps, maybe don't focus too much on step 2, step 3, step 4. That can be daunting. Like I said on the last video, looking up the mountain from the bottom, it can be overwhelming. So just, focus on the next step and you'll get there. And I will encourage you, and we're going to do it together. So before I go, if this challenge is a blessing to you, the kind of content that I've been delivering for these lives for the past couple of weeks since I launched this, if it's really connecting with you and there's someone else in your life, in your circles, you're like, yeah, I think they would really like this. This is in alignment with the kind of stuff that they're into, where they're at in their life, maybe a mom of many, someone who's at the beginning of their journey of motherhood, and would really appreciate just the support, the connection, the community, and that's something that would really resonate with them, please go ahead and invite them to the group. Like, I think just do a share or just let them know, give them the link or the name of the Facebook group, and be like, and just let them know. Because I know I really appreciated that when people would point me to good resources when I was a younger mom. And it meant a lot to me, right? To have that personal referral, because it carries a lot of weight. It's not just somebody trying to sell their stuff. It's someone you trust saying, this is actually really good. And check it out if you want to. Just want to remind you to do that if it's on your heart to do, because I know it would have blessed me a lot to connect with an older mom when I was at the beginning of my journey. So feel free to do that. I was super appreciated. I look forward to reading your comments below. Have a great day.